The Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And today's starting pitcher, Jackson Jobe.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order.
In the air out to center. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they lead by 2.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
So 2 down, stepping in the long ball threat, David Ace. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. It's a bomb. He made him pay for that one. It's 2-1.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Game one of the division series. Leading off, David Ace. Ruiz back to work. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and it ties it up. It's 2-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
back to the top of the lineup. Charlie Davies, the next to hit. Center field. Ace makes the grab, one away. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Sal Frelick. 0-1 now. Liner, base hit. The throw to third. And he's out easily.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making an out at third base.
Connor Norby next up for the Blue Jays. 2 outs. This to center field. It gets down, a base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
So up next, David Ace. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Around second now, going for 3. Safe at third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the day.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Gonzalez now at the plate, 1 for 2. And a swing and a miss there. Runner at third, nobody out. Here in game 1 of the ALDS. Activity in the bullpen. Nick Sandlin preparing to come on if needed. Hammond also throwing. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. That one misses. 2-2. Ace, the lone runner, stands at third with no outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, I'd say he pretty much had to offer at that one. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Even though it ended up outside the zone, it still was close enough to where it looked like it could drop down right on that corner and get the call. Last thing you want to do is get punched out by the umpire knowing you could have at least fouled the pitch off and kept the at-bat going.
Foul ball there. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. That one missed. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now he's got a real chance at stranding that leadoff triple.
Yeah, back-to-back strikeouts, and now the scoring probability goes way down, and he's just got to focus, execute a couple more pitches, and can walk back to the dugout and breathe a sigh of relief.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Julius Summers done for the night. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Luis Peralta on a pitch out of the pen here.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Xavier Isaac getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. In there at the knees, strike one. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's down and away. Got him swinging on the curveball. Inning over. So the Jays pen does its job nicely there. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Blue Jays 5, Tigers 2. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
2 outs, nobody out. And the batter now, David Ace. 3 for 3, 2 homers and a triple. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. With a valiant job in defeat. Cracked a pair of homers.
Well, Boog, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time up, even in a loss.
Final score 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
West side, Compton. You already know what's up. Hey, yeah, pull up with a thing or two. Yeah, you know what I came to do. Slide down the avenue. Yeah, did what I had to do. Oh, infinite flavors. Yeah, pick your favorite. Yeah, keep player. Ooh, Think about running for mayor. Yeah, looking at the Lakers. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. Why thank you, we the realest alive. Hi hater, bye hater.
Bye hater, bye Felicia. Not today, not tomorrow either. Look though, it's a lot of
From the home of the Tigers since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in. And I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about set to go. And on the mound in this one, Bubba Chandler.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
1 out, runner at second. Ace digs in now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. See a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And next for Toronto, Encarnacion. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Ace makes the grab, 1 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. Intentional pass coming. Base is now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Next to hit, David Gonzalez. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs, you've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Two outs. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 runs in. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. It's 5-0.
Oh, that's a big at-bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Curtis Rodriguez done for the day, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, number 47.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now it's Alec Bohm. A single his first time. Just missed.
One ball, no strike.
Traffic on the bases with 3 already across, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. That's a base hit, run scores.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now for the Jays, Sal Freeland. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Ace makes the catch, inning over. So 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 was a home run, no errors, and nobody left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Tigers 6 and the Blue Jays 2. 1 out, bases empty. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. Ripped on a line. Pereira makes the grab on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
So a man at first. David Ace up now for the Tigers. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. And now 2 aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
First and second, no outs. Gonzalez now at the plate. That's outside. Ball 1. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And it throws off line. Safe at third. And here comes Alec Bohm. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base. Second and third, 1 away. And we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. And that's through there for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. There's a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And next to hit for Detroit, Xavier Isaac. That misses. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Johnson at third. Ace at second with 2 gone. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count 2-1. Right through there for a strike. And that's a strikeout looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out.
Now the catcher up to hit, Andres Urban.
Now back, catcher Andres Urban.
On a line, base hit. And he's got a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Both runners tagging. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. It's 8-5.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though, RBI.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Out of here. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 10-5. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Singy.
And it just flew out of here, Boog. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat, you knew that was a home run. I mean, he put a perfect swing on it, and the numbers back it up. Well, this was a must-win for this team. Game 2 of the series at home after dropping Game 1. They win it today. They feel a lot better heading to the next ballpark for Game 3.
Your final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. Young man, I was you, on stone the clock, it's true. But young man, I was new and I was green. Been a long time spent when you're hustling for rent. Gone end up with me. Been someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I've been a man
It's the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
Man, it's been fun so far, Boog, that's for sure. After splitting the first two, Game 3 takes on even more meaning than usual. You don't want to be the team that drops this one and then be faced with having to win 2 games in a row in order to take the series. That's tough.
And the pressure on the starting pitchers is big in this one. Each of them is being counted on to come through with a quality performance, hoping to save some of that bullpen for really critical games coming up. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. Almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, number 45.
They're looking for him to get through the lineup a couple of times, limit as much damage as possible, and keep this game close. He's not exactly expected to eat up innings, Boog, but he's capable of doing that if he plays his cards right in this one.
One down. And up next for Detroit, David Ace. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Absolutely belted. That's back there. Tattooed and gone. He circles the bases. That's his 5th homer in the series. And they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Man at first, nobody out. Brian Rocchio next up for the Blue Jays. Runner on the go. Out there to center. That's a hit. Davies coming home. He'll score. The throw in. That holds the runner at second base.
Comes through with the RBI. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
1 out, base is empty. And that one hammered. That's back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and this game is tied. It's 3-3. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is, watch it, I'm going to jog around the bases.
Third game of the division series. And here's the first baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. That one hammered center field. This one's got a chance. Just missed it.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
The center fielder, David.
The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make. Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we yard again. That's his third home run of the game, and we're all square. It's 4-4. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Wow, he's putting on an absolute show in this one, and there's no better time than the postseason to go off at the plate like this. I mean, a 3-homer game, always special, but pulling it off in October during the biggest games of the year, that's incredible.
We go to the top of the 7th. Now here is David Ace. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Swung on, belted. That one back there. Out of here. Another homer. His 4th home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 7-4. He ambushed him right there, Singy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3.
The triple is arguably the most exciting play in baseball, and the guy's worked so hard to get around first, to get around second, to get thrown out at third. Man, you just feel bad for him. On top of that, he was already in scoring position, so you think about how it kind of hurts the team as well.
Hammond back to work. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. And he's gone yard again. His 5th home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 8-4.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Unreal. Absolutely unreal, Boog. I mean, this is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game. Are you kidding me? This is something we're never going to forget. A performance that clearly will go down in history as one of the best ever. And I'm just in awe of what we've seen. And he's getting a standing O for me right now. Game 3s are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
And our final here today, 8-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Tú y yo. I got this fire burning in me from within. Concentrated thoughts on who I used to be. I'm shedding skin. Every day a new version of me, a third of me dimension, cemented in pain, juggling the pros and cons of fame. I don't know how to make friends. I recollect this isolation. I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling myself, trying to navigate the real and fake, cynical.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
And I'll be interested to see if these teams approach it any differently, with one on the brink of elimination and the other just a win away from putting an end to this thing. You know, in the postseason, I think you have to treat every game the same, but there's something about an elimination game that could put a team just into a different mindset.
Yeah, and the strategy could certainly change in this type of game. It's hard to manage the same way when in any given at bat, it can impact everything you've been working for throughout the season. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. Towing the slab in today's game, Adam Klopfenstein. What do you got on him, Chris?
Nightmare start last time out. Just couldn't put things together. Didn't make it out of the first inning. He's got to shake it off, try to put things together, and have a good one here.
So 2 down, and here's the veteran outfielder, David Ace. He's a guy who does it all. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. This one in the air, center field. Pereira makes the catch, and that is that. It's the Tigers. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Sal Frelick. In the air, center field. Ace under it. Brings it in, and that is that. Scoreless after 1. Game 4 of the division series. And now for the Jays, Connor Norby. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? In the air, out towards right center. He's got it, and there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitchers...
And now, Theo Gillen. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Tigers 2 and the Jays nothing. One out, base is empty.
The center fielder, David Ace.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. A massive home run. His 10th home run of the series. It's 4-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit 4. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
2 outs, base is empty. Everson Pereira next up for the Blue Jays. Into center and a base hit.
He doesn't flinch at all with the front shoulder, stays nice and closed behind in the count, and hits this ball beautifully.
Now batting, the center fielder, David Ace.
And that one hammered. That's going back. Back some more. And it is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 5-1.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Now the Toronto four-hole hitter, Connor Norby. And it's second. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Ace makes the play, and that's the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Game 4 heads to the 7th inning now. It's the Tigers 5 and the Blue Jays. And now David Ace. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip.
Fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Encarnacion makes the catch for the out. That's out number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
First and second, 1 out. So up next for Toronto, Sal Freeland. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. There to center, makes the grab on the run. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Third baseman, number 1.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Connor Norby now at the plate. That's a base hit. Run scores, and it gets by him. Coming home. 2 runs across now. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the Parker, and man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting the second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
That one deep left field, and forget it. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 8-5. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Wow, he's putting on an absolute show in this one, and there's no better time than the postseason to go off at the plate like this. I mean, a 3-homer game, always special, but pulling it off in October during the biggest games of the year, that's incredible.
So digging in, Charlie Davies with the tying run at the plate here in Game 4 of this ALDS. Hard ground ball for a base stop. Around third. Throw, and it gets away. and he'll make it around to third on the throwing error.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at-bat.
So 2 down. Now here is Brian Rocchio. Holderman is just 1 strike away. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And that is going to do it, as the Tigers are through to the American League Championship Series.
Well, a really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations. Get ready for the ALCS.
Can't slow down.